So number one, when you do a budget, it is not a straitjacket. It is you telling you what to do. You sit down and say, for groceries this month, we want to spend X. By the way, as a side note, whatever you think you're spending on groceries, you're spending more. So the first month, go ahead and beef that one up, okay? But okay, we're going to spend X on entertainment, okay? And then what you do, the two of you are in agreement that the reason we're limiting our entertainment spending to $50 is so that, and so that's a big deal, we can get control of our money, get out of debt, create a great life for the new baby. And so the great life for the new baby and change your family tree is the goal, not punishment for entertainment. To go, this movie costs another $30. We don't have that. We got $10 left in the budget. We can't go to the movie because we decided that it was more important to straighten our family out for the good of our child than it is for us to entertain our butts off. And you keep up with it and you track it throughout the month, and the every dollar budget will do that for you.
Okay.
Get that every dollar app. It's free, and you can build it in about 10 minutes. That's all it takes.
Okay.
And you'll be able to, both of you will have it on your phone. Everyone has a limit on everything. A budget is just admitting it. Because no one has infinite money.
Right.
And so, you just say, okay, at this point, we're not going to spend any more because we believe in a bigger goal, a more noble goal than simply buying more crap at the grocery store. And so,
right.
But then the interesting thing is the things you do spend on, you've given yourself permission to do that so you don't feel weird or guilty about it.
Right.
So like my daughter Rachel Cruz, who teaches Ramsey Personality, teaches on budgeting all the time, says a budget is permission to spend. You feel like you're a hero and you bought clothes instead of like, oh God, what'd you spend there at the store, man? It's like, but we're on the same page, we're working together. So you need a good why. You got a good why. It was born the other day. You have a wonderful why, right? And you need to be on the same page with your spouse and a game plan, and then have your guardrails laid out and then stick to them.
Now, the whole point of saving money and budgeting, it's not so that we can just squirrel all of our money away and go to the grave with all of our money and not spend it. No, it's important to spend money. I like spending money on things, but the reason why we do this is so that if we can save money in certain aspects of our life, we can end up spending more on the things that we actually want to spend money on, like maybe vacations or certain hobbies of yours. And so new ideas that you can use to cut from your budget. All right, so let's talk about the first one here, which is cell phone insurance. Now, on my previous phones, I used to actually pay for some type of package like Apple Care, or you can have warranties and cell phone insurance in case you drop your phone and it breaks and maybe the screen shatters. Phones are pretty expensive. It's not just like this everyday item that we can buy it all the time. It could be $800 or $1,000 for a phone, sometimes even more. So many people like to have some type of covers the cost of damages to that phone. So there's a number of credit cards that do this, and there's probably some other different ways to find free cell phone insurance as well. But the credit card that I use to buy most electronics actually covers any of those electronics if they break, including my Mac. Just be careful with credit cards. I think a lot of people get them for the wrong reasons. I just see it sort of as like an extra bonus that I can save money with these cell phone insurance plans, and I don't have to pay for it. But still, be careful with credit cards. Something that I cut from my budget is vegetables. No, I still eat vegetables. It's more so just, especially during the summer and the fall, I really don't buy any vegetables because my family has a pretty big garden and they just grow everything, and I can just get it from them, or maybe steal it from my parents for free. You want to plant, and it's not rocket science to have a garden. You can end up saving hundreds or even thousands of dollars in vegetables, especially if you're already going to like Whole Foods and you're spending like $12 on some tomatoes or something. You might as well just grow it yourself. I like gardening. I think it's kind of therapeutic in a way as well. It's going to save you a lot of money. And so not only could you have all of this for the summer and the fall, all these vegetables, but you could save them, you could can them, you could freeze them, and just have them all year round. I know that's what my parents do, and I kind of just siphon some of them off but I would consider doing that if you have a yard or some space where you can grow things, or even on your porch, on your balcony somewhere you can grow things in pots and save a little bit of money that way.
I just found out something crazy. If you randomly put 3 people together in one room here in the United States, only one of those people will have more than $1,000 in their savings account. That means 2/3 of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. But how can that be? The stock market is at an all-time high. The real estate market is climbing higher and higher, and the economy is doing great. Being a financial minimalist myself, I know life can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be expensive. And I think the real reason is, at the risk of upsetting 2/3 of people watching this video, is because of our inability to delay gratification. Your food.
Love food.
I love food. Okay, so how much do you spend on food then? And they offer that little card and you scan it, you get little discounts, and then it can also go towards gas. And if you're a family, if you're just watching this, you're like, wow, but they're single people without kids. Because insert excuse here. You can go to Sam's Club, right?
Sam's Club.
But as far as actionable advice goes, buying in bulk is one of the most amazing ways to save money, but we just shop at places like Smith's and Walmart. I don't buy grapes in the winter time.
We buy great value.
we buy great value brands. Yeah, we stay away from everything like that, and we eat pretty healthy. We cook at home, and that's a huge money saver.
Money. If you're just joining me, I'm trying to go live on multiple platforms in business, so that way more people can see. And so most people, they'll have a really great idea, like I can cook really well, or I'm really good at, I don't know, child, I can babysit children, something, right? But they don't know how to make money in business. You have to get clear of what are you in the business in. So one, get clear on what am I in the business in. So I'll give you an example. You might think to yourself, okay, so who's heard of Zappos, the online shoe store, right? So the owner, the late owner, his name is Tony Shea. He was the founder of Zappos. He said, we're actually not selling shoes, right? We're not in the business of selling shoes. We're in the business of delivering happiness. And so what does that mean? It means when you ordered from Zappos, Zappos was one of the first places that they let you return shoes for free. If you called customer service, let's just say you called customer service and you mistakenly thought it was a pizza line. They would help you order the pizza. Do you think Chick-fil-A is really selling chicken? They're not. Billions of dollars in real estate. McDonald's will scope out a landscape and say, this is how much traffic this place is getting. This is how much foot traffic. This is how much driving traffic. And let me purchase this piece of land that is going to appreciate over time. They're in the real estate business. So you have to get clear about what are you in the business of, right? Their finances, the way they are not always going to be that way. And so you have to get clear of what are you in the business in, and then what's the product and service that serves that business.
So as you know, most of you that listen regularly, we've been on the air now for a little over 25 years. Even before I was on the air, I was teaching people about money. When I first started this stuff, I'm a math nerd. I've got a degree in finance. I had all the letters and licenses after my name and all the different things. And, I was real concerned about the math. Really concerned about the math. And I would sit down with people and show them how to get out of debt. And they would go home and promptly not do it. I started figuring out that hope has more to do with you winning with money than math does. Well, it's fuel on the fire. It gives you a reason to make changes, a reason to do something you've never done before. And really what we're saying here is that personal finance is about 80% behavior. It's only about 20% head knowledge and math. The problem with your money is not your math. The problem with your money is the person in your mirror. They're screwing up everything. If I can get the guy in my mirror to behave, he'd be skinny and rich, right? That's what I figured out. So I quit telling people to get out of debt, paying off the highest interest rate first. I started teaching people what we started calling the debt snowball. And it's a real tough metaphor to grasp. You list your debts smallest to largest. You pay minimum payments on everything but the little one. You attack the little one with a vengeance. Scorched earth lifestyle. sell so much stuff the kids think they're next. Take 16 extra jobs.